Hello and welcome to the
Hello!
hello hello and welcome to the Gray Wire podcast.
The Gray Lion.
Yeah,
Welcome to the.
remember
Yeah,
that
I
thing
do.
you talked about me doing forever ago, and that I always forgot. Besides this time, um,
Yeah.
yeah,
We talked
called
about wires that are gray.
this is called the Teacher's Lounge. I am Mr. Cow, the professor of science fiction nerdery and storytelling, and this is the other teacher.
I am Professor Squiggles, the teacher of, well,
Squiggles.
Indiana Jones right now.
Yeah, just Indiana Jones. Um, so this is primarily a podcast that's just an excuse for us to hang out and talk to each other and do fun things. Um,
Without this
but
podcast, we wouldn't do that.
yeah, we would never actually talk to each other, actually, if we didn't have this podcast.
Yeah. We only do stuff if we can get money from it, or views or stuff.
Right, yes. Which we don't get either of for this podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, so we don't do this podcast. This is an imaginary podcast. It's not real. Um, when I edit this, like, I put a cut to Jonathan Frakes.
It's false. It never happened. It's a fake. It's fiction. It's an urban legend that never happened.
Jonathan Frakes being like, it's not real.
It's a total fabrication.
Not this time.
We made it up.
We made it up. Yeah, so today we're gonna do a silly thing. We're gonna play Would You Rather? One word. Oh, Eric paused his screen. Eric? Eric? Where have you gone, Eric? Are you still there?
I'm still here, don't worry.
Okay. I was
I
worried
was just
that
coughing a bunch,
I was,
and I
yeah.
didn't want the audience to deal with that.
Yeah, dude. Uh, I feel sorry for everyone who listens to last episode, because in the beginning there, like, I was coughing uncontrollably, and it
Just like
definitely,
I almost was.
right, exactly. No, I was worried that you actually died, because I said something funny while you were drinking. Um, but no, you're alive.
Yeah,
So,
I'm okay, you guys.
I think this game, the best way to do it is to just show by playing the game. Um,
Okay.
so I will start. Would you
Okay.
rather
Talk
two
a
big,
fat
ugly,
frog
named,
Jim
or
eat
your
worst
um, worst artwork? Art.
work? I think artwork is like a compound word,
Okay.
so it might count
Yeah,
as
yeah.
one.
We can say artwork.
Alright. Should we end there, or do you want me to continue saying stuff?
I mean, if you have something else to add.
I can't really think of anything to go
Okay.
off of that.
So, would you rather talk to a big, fat, ugly frog named Jim or eat your worst artwork? Um, I want to talk to a big, fat, ugly frog named Jim. That's like
Yeah.
no contest. You know, that sounds fun, and eating artwork doesn't generally sound fun. Um, unless my worst artwork is like food artwork, in which case, that would be
Yeah.
fun, but it is it's not. It's
Yeah,
probably scribbles on paper and stuff. Um, so yeah, that's a pretty easy one, I think.
that's kind of an interesting, like, because you could interpret that as like actually eating the artwork itself, or
Uh-huh.
like eating like a real version of the artwork. Like if you drew
Oh,
really badly drawing of like a frog. Why do I keep thinking of frogs? I don't know why I keep thinking of it. But if you drew like a really bad artwork of like a frog, do you
yeah.
have to like eat a real version of the frog?
Nah, or like I still want to talk to a frog, because I don't want to be a cannibal.
Yeah.
And my worst artwork is
That's
most definitely gonna be of a person. So,
yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking too. So I'd also rather talk to a frog, but it is interesting to think about to think about it in that way.
right. It does also beg the question, like, who decides what the worst artwork is? Like, do a group of people come
That
in
is
and they're like,
true.
objectively, this is bad artwork. Like, or is it that
Hmm.
you think is your worst artwork? I don't know. Up for
That's
interpretation.
yeah.
Either way, I want to talk to a big fat ugly frog named Jim because
Yes,
he sounds
I agree. I would be very interested to talk to such a person.
he sounds lovely to talk to, not lovely
Yeah.
to look at because he's ugly. That's part of his description. Okay, so you start now.
All right. Would you rather
Go
to
the
school
of
absurdity
or
go
kiss
someone's
ant?
uh I guess we're gonna stop there because I don't know what
Okay.
else to say.
Okay,
That's
so
just like a
would
good
you rather go to the school of absurdity or kiss someone's aunt? Um, I think I would rather go to the school of absurdity. I feel like that sounds interesting. And kissing someone's aunt sounds really awkward and uncomfortable. So I feel like
I mean,
again
like
we don't have
whose aunt is it though? Like
uh
just anyone's aunt?
just
Someone's aunt?
I guess yeah, just anyone's aunt. But like I sort of feel like it's like the stereotype of what an ant's like, you know?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then like that's just very uncomfortable and weird. So I don't want
Yeah.
that. Um
I'd definitely
Also,
rather go to the
yeah,
absurd
I don't feel
city
like it
school.
changes the answer no matter how we interpret it. I feel like
That's
either
fair.
way, it's gonna be awkward. And unless like I was married to someone, um, in which
Who's an
case
aunt?
they would be
Yeah.
an aunt if they were married to me because I'm an uncle,
Mm,
and that's how these
yeah,
things
that's
work.
true.
Um, but unless I was married, in which case it wouldn't be awkward. But still, the school of absurdity sounds pretty interesting. Like
Yeah.
like
It
it's
sounds like
probably
kind
pretty
of like
chaotic.
our school.
It does, it does. Maybe that is a descriptor for the Eccentric Academy, which you can actually go to by clicking that subscribe button. Click, click. Um, so yeah, Eric, would you rather
Run
up
a
spiky
building
or
Jump
off
a
skyscraper.
hmm. Okay. I think
We finally got one that's hard.
yeah. Wait, so running up a spiky building or
Right.
jumping off a skyscraper.
Yeah.
So
It is
which one is safer?
which one is I think technically running up the spiky building, which by the way, I'm assuming running up means you're impaling your foot on the spikes to keep
That's
going up,
that's what I was
right? Like
guessing as well.
that would make the most sense. Um, I would rather fall off a skyscraper or jump off. Sorry,
Yeah.
because that sounds less painful.
If you jump off a skyscraper, you could maybe have like a trampoline below. Like it, we haven't really
Mm,
clarified whether it's like
that
just
is true.
straight up committing. I don't know if I can say what I was gonna say on YouTube actually.
But I was thinking, like, running up a spiky building, you do permanent damage to your feet, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And that hurt, depending how big the building is, you're gonna be painfully bleeding through your feet for a long time. Jumping off
Yeah, also
a
it's gonna like go
skyscraper,
out and in as you're running.
right? Exactly. And you have to
Yeah,
run. It's not just climbing up; it's running up. Um,
yeah,
but the skyscraper, you jump off, you hit the ground. That's it, right? Like
yeah.
it hurts for 1 second, and then you go to Valhalla.
Mhm. Yeah, I agree with you. I think that jumping off the skyscraper is the safer, or I guess at least less painful
Right.
option.
The better option.
Yeah.
The option you personally would rather do.
Hmm. Let us know in the comments which one you would do, and if you have any arguments for
Yeah,
choosing the
all of
spikes.
these. And I don't want to see a lot of you weird young men being like, oh, I really want to kiss someone's hand. No, stop being gross. You're just a weirdo, okay? But, yes, do let us know what your answers to all of these would be. Just don't be
Yes.
weird and gross about it, okay?
Yeah. No, being weird and gross. Um. Yeah. Anyways, should we do a new one, or do you have any other thoughts about the skyscraper and spiky
Um,
building?
yeah, no, I think I'm ready to move on.
Okay. Would you rather?
Oh, sorry, I forgot what we were doing. I was just waiting for it. I was like, yeah, yeah.
I
uh,
thought you were just thinking about
would you rather have
a
bad
day,
every
week,
or
have
someone
try,
to
kill
dogs
every
weekend?
okay. Yeah. So would you?
Would I rather have? Okay, I think I have a controversial answer for this one. Um,
Uh-huh.
I would rather have someone try and kill dogs every weekend. And the reason is because he's
Okay.
gonna try. That doesn't mean he's gonna succeed.
I did
Um,
think about that too, yeah.
and the fact of the matter is that that would be a small price to pay to just have 0 bad days in 1 week. You know, like that would be a
Yeah.
beautiful gift. And just one guy somewhere in the world is trying to kill a dog. I don't approve of it, but it's a small price to pay for having completely good days. So that's what I think.
All the like pet people who are watching this are just gonna be like, "What? How dare you? I'd rather
Yeah,
take a million bad days over dogs almost dying or someone trying to
right.
kill dogs."
What is what is the matter with this unjust man in a trench coat? He's so evil. How could he? Doesn't he know dogs are the superior creatures to us and deserve
It,
all the love in the world? How dare he say that he wants them to die brutally just so he can have a good day every day of the week?
yeah, if you're that person, leave a comment that's just like overly dramatic, like Caden just did,
Right.
and then
Leave a comment that says, "Right on, you got me." That's what it
all
sounds
right.
like.
Yeah, no, I think I would agree with you though, because it's like they're trying to, so they're
Right.
not like necessarily going to succeed at killing the
Right.
dogs, and
If it
also
was like, would you rather have a bad day once a week, or someone does kill a dog? I'd probably take the bad days. But since he's just
yeah,
trying, the dogs have a chance of surviving. It would be nice to not have a bad day one of these weeks.
yeah.
So,
I don't
um,
know why I was gonna say this, but I was gonna say there probably is someone in the world who tries to kill dogs every weekend. Like,
that should be a new character for the channel. Is like someone who's like he's just like a skater dude. Is like, hey man, I'm gonna go try and kill some dogs this weekend. Want to come with? I do it every weekend.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I
I
don't
have
know
all sorts
why I
of
was thinking that. I was
have
just
all
like, there's
sorts of
probably just is someone
poison.
out there who just does that.
Yeah. Um.
Oh man.
With that being said, would you rather?
Oh, right, right. I also forgot what we were doing for a sec. Um, I'm trying to think of a good verb. Believe.
In
Chocolate
goddesses
or
round
up.
to
Um, cows?
whenever
It
seems
like
you
are.
stinky.
Okay, wait. So what were
Okay.
the things?
Would you rather believe in chocolate goddesses or round up 2 cows whenever you think you're stinky?
Um,
I
I
think,
feel
man, this is a tricky thing because if I say
yeah,
I rather believe in chocolate goddesses, which is actually the true answer, people will say I'm a bad Christian.
that's what I was thinking.
But
Like,
but I'm like, I have a job that requires a lot of hard work, and I'm sweaty and gross a lot, and I don't want to always have
yeah.
to be rounding up not just one cow but two cows. That's double one cow for those who can't do math.
No, I had the same thought as well, where I was like, I don't have the experience of rounding up cows, but also like I would hate doing it.
Right.
I'd
Exactly.
rather believe in chocolate goddesses, but that's also against my religion, so I don't know.
I mean, maybe like goddess is a very vague term. Maybe they're like chocolate women angels. You know,
Yeah,
so that could
that
be
that
that
could
could be
work.
fine, especially if you're in the Catholic Church. Ooh, he said it. Um,
This is gonna be a very controversial video, I'm
this
realizing.
might be the most controversial video on the channel. More
Yeah.
controversial than when I was like Doctor Who used to be like anti-establishment and punk rock and cool, and now they're like telling you you're bad if you didn't get the COVID
Oh,
vaccine. Um,
yeah. I think I
that
watched that video that you did.
that was a good video. The comments on the clip of me saying that were crazy, which shouldn't surprise me, but
I'm kind of curious now. I'll have to look
yeah.
later.
Uh, yeah, there was people on all sides that disturbed me. Um, one of which that called the BBC an anti-Semitic slur. So that was weird.
Oh.
Anyway, moving on. Um, you want to start? I guess really the person who
Sure.
starts is the person who doesn't start because we always
That's
start
true.
with "Would you rather."
So, do you want me to start, or do you want me to
Well, last time,
actually start?
last time I would you rathered, so I think this time you would you rather.
Okay.
Okay.
Would you rather
Fall,
into
love,
with
a
dolphin
that
breathes
fire,
or
Cthulhu.
we're just gonna go there.
Unless you have some notes to add.
Um, with I'll go with I'll make it more interesting.
Cthulhu with a
Giant
clown.
friend. uh,
Named.
Bob.
Okay. Um. Yeah. Assuming that this is a female Cthulhu, I think
Yeah,
I would
probably.
I think I would rather fall into love
Wait,
with Cthulhu with a giant clown friend named Bob. Because
yeah,
if she has a clown friend, that means she also has a good sense of humor. Um, So
Yeah, that's true.
there we go. Also, I don't want to get lit on fire, so that's why I want to go with the dolphin.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like realistically I wouldn't want to fall into love with either.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, but it's would you rather. It's not which do you want. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Um, the dolphin who breathes fire is kind of interesting. Like, because does that mean that she would breathe fire underwater? Because it's a dolphin.
Right.
So
Or
like,
does
would
it
it just like
mean
boil the
that
water
like
or
she
like,
swims through and breathes fire, right? Like she's a fire dolphin.
oh,
Like in the way
hmm,
that fish breathe underwater. Yeah, she breathes fire. So like if you take her out of fire, she can't
hmm,
breathe.
that would be interesting.
Yeah.
I think I'd have to go with Cthulhu as well.
Right. Well,
Um,
I feel like otherwise it's weird because it's an animal, and
yeah,
that's not really appropriate. So,
yeah, yeah.
um,
But also like her friend sounds cool, so
right. Yeah, Bob seems like a nice guy. Um, she has a good
also
sense of
if people are
humor.
friends with clowns,
She's
like
gonna destroy the world eventually. That's pretty hot. Um, anyway, that's now there's
let
that.
us know what you guys think in the
Right.
comments.
But again, don't be creepy. Don't be weird
Yeah, no
about it.
being weird.
Just give us your
No
answer
no
and
being weird.
leave it at that. Don't tell us more than we want to know about how you have a thing for dolphins. No one wants to hear that. Just just leave it at fire breathing dolphin would be my answer.
Yeah. These
Um,
questions have gotten like weirder than I was expecting. Like when you first brought up the idea, I was like, "Oh yeah, that'd be fun." I was not expecting these very weird questions to
these are
come up
normal
of it.
questions, Eric.
I should just use these as prompts when I'm playing normal Would You Rather with people, and they'll just think I'm crazy.
But I feel like that wouldn't be too surprising. Like, I feel like people would just be like, oh yeah, that's Eric, always asking if people are in
Yeah,
love with uh,
honestly,
fire
yeah,
breathing
that's
dolphins
probably
or
true.
Cthulhu with a French giant clown. Um, I am notorious for, or sorry, I am infamous for asking the guys at work if you had to marry a restaurant, which restaurant would you marry? And then some of
I
the
feel like
thinking,
I would ask someone that,
right?
honestly.
Well, it's interesting, right? Because you kind
Yeah.
of think about what a restaurant would be as a human, and like,
Mm-hmm.
it's sort of interesting to talk about. Um, uh, there's one guy who got very annoyed at it, and it wasn't very saintly of me, but it was. I kind of laughed about how annoyed he got with it. Anyway, let's move on. So,
Mm-hmm.
would you rather?
Hmm.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think of a verb we haven't used to start with. Yeah.
Okay.
Create.
A.
House.
Out of
Water.
and
Ice.
and
Fabric.
Or
Build
a
corporate
monopoly
out of
water
and
enslave
the
human
version
of
a
monopoly.
the human version of a monopoly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, so what were they? It was
Would you rather build a house out of water, ice, and fabric, or build a monopoly out of water and enslave the human version of a monopoly? Depending on how you answer this question will determine on whether or not you're a supervillain.
yeah.
I
Wait,
guess
wait, wait,
I
wait, wait.
guess you could.
I wanna know though, like
Yeah,
what what would the personification of a monopoly be like?
Mr. Monopoly.
Oh,
You know, a little man
yeah.
with a cane and a top hat and a big old handlebar mustache.
Yeah,
Um,
I would agree.
yeah, that's now. You could make the argument, oh, I would want to do the second one because I hate monopolies. You know, I hate monopolies so
Yeah.
much. I want to enslave a monopoly. But also, that's a bad argument because you're creating a monopoly when you do that one. Out of water. I don't know how that works. Do you have a monopoly on water? In which case, that's bloody terrible. Um,
That is
but
true.
um, but so yeah, there's really only one right answer that you can answer for this without being a
Yeah.
supervillain, and that is to build a house out of water, ice, and fabric. And we don't even clarify you have to live in that house, so it's like sure,
That is
you
true.
know that would be fun. I
Just like for the fun of
you
it.
know I
That's
make.
like
Mhm,
building like a snowman. You just use like ice and fabric and water.
that's
Because
true.
snow is just ice and water, kind of.
Well, ice is just ice and water.
Yeah, that's true. So
um,
you're basically just building a snowman house.
right. Yeah. Um, so yeah, that sounds fun. I
I'm
don't
curious,
want to
like
be a
what the
super
like.
villain, so but
I'm curious what like the logistics of like
mhm.
building a house like that would be, especially like if it was
Mm,
like a full-on house with like I don't know,
yeah.
like 4 rooms or like whatever.
I was honestly just imagining an igloo. Um, I don't know
That's
what the
fair.
fabric is. Maybe it's an igloo with a blanket over it. Um, but we don't clarify. We just say the resources you have to use.
Yeah.
So
So you can do it however you want as
right,
long as you're not a supervillain and enslaving the Monopoly man.
right, dude. I want to so bad now make an animation of someone enslaving the Monopoly man, and then he has to escape. Um, yeah, no,
That
when
that would be interesting.
when we started this, I was like, and I was trying to get you to say and live in it because that's something that like you actually
Oh,
probably wouldn't want to do. But yeah,
I wasn't I wasn't quite sure.
but you were thinking about it
So
as
I
like,
just
yeah,
yeah, I just kept adding different things to make it out of.
yeah. It's also like when we the Roundup 2 cows one, um,
Yeah.
I was thinking round up, like round up to the nearest 10. So I said round up 2, and then you said cows. I was like, wait, what? I was like, oh yeah, I guess that makes sense.
That's
Um,
so funny.
yeah,
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have caught on to that.
yeah. Hold on one second. I'm gonna pause the podcast for just a second.
Okay.
Ahoy, me mates! We be back and ready
Alright.
to ask more ridiculous questions. Arr. Do you like
Wow,
that?
you really decided that you're gonna be a pirate now?
Arr.
Is that because of our first episode of the
Ships
podcast where we talked
ahoy!
about
Oh, and
you
What
being
am
a
I?
pirate?
What I be eating? Chips ahoy! Arr.
I almost asked if I could have one, but then I realized that doesn't work.
Yeah, it really doesn't. You can have
Um,
one if you come over to this portion of the school.
um,
Nope, you're walking the wrong way. That's the wrong way. You go.
Where is the door in my office? I always forget because I just spend all my time in here.
Yeah. Well, I'm on the
Um,
left side of you. The right side of you. Yes.
the right side.
Yeah. Well, because my screen's right here and your screen's over there.
Oh,
See, so you have to walk this
right,
way
right.
to get to me. Um,
Wait,
I think there's
did
a
Charles
wall
like,
in the way.
did Charles have to like fix my door or something? Because
Yeah.
I do not see it.
Well, yeah, I think Charles actually said he was gonna lock you in your office by building a wall where your door used to be. So now you just have to
Oh,
live in there forever. Um, yeah.
well, I didn't even notice. Is this
Yeah.
like payback because I trapped you in that box?
Charles is a little protective of me.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know how he feels about me. Anyways,
yeah. Anyway, we're back to Would You Rather R. Um, yeah. So,
are you starting or am I starting?
uh, I'll start. Would you rather
Climb
up
a
spiky
tree
or
climb
down
a
spiky?
tree.
Um, I think I would rather
I
climb up because it's
yeah, I feel like it'd be safer.
yeah, I feel like if you're climbing down, you could slip and then get stabbed. Um,
Yeah,
so yeah, I think that's the right answer for that one.
yeah, and then like when you get up, you could like just jump off of it probably, depending on how high it is. I mean,
Right, yeah. Well,
and
even
you wouldn't have
even
to climb down it.
like we don't have to take that into consideration because the would you rather is just climb up or down. And so it's
Yeah, that's
like
true.
maybe when you get to the top, the scenario just ends and you appear back in your office or whatever. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so you start this time.
Would you rather
Crawl.
into
Fort Knox.
Fort Knox, or
Uh, roll
into
a
cavern
that
has
man-eating
spiders
at
the
bottom.
of it. I guess that's not way too much.
Yeah. Man-eating spiders.
It's in Fort Knox.
Yeah, man. Either way, you end up dead. I would rather die
Yeah,
seeing some cool man-eating spiders than getting blown up by a landmine.
that's fair.
I mean, I would love to go inside Fort Knox. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to crawl inside Fort Knox. I don't want to. I don't want to definitely die trying to get into Fort
Yeah.
Knox, which I would. Um, so there's a chance I could escape the spiders. I doubt I could make it through Fort Knox
That's
security. It is the
that's
most
true.
secure place in all of the United States. Fort Knox is cool.
Yeah.
I would love to somehow be inside Fort Knox, but I don't want to have to crawl into Fort Knox.
Yeah,
That is a way to
that's
definitely die.
that's
Um,
true.
I would rather fall on
Rolling
some man-eating spiders.
into rolling into a cave full of spiders, I think sounds more
Is,
safe because
is it a cave or a cavern? I guess those are kind of the same thing.
oh yeah, I think I did say cavern though.
Yeah, I think I feel like cavern, there's gonna be a drop, whereas with a cave there wouldn't
Hmm.
necessarily be.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
I
like,
feel like
how high, how low down is the cavern? Is it like
yeah,
Grand Cavern? I don't know, but I don't think that really changes the answer though, because again,
yeah,
Fort Knox, I'm definitely gonna die. Man-eating spiders fall, people have fallen from huge heights and been perfectly fine.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, you could easily
and
like test it in Minecraft because they
mm,
have man-eating spiders and caverns.
well, I don't think those spiders eat you. I think they just
Well,
attack you
yeah, that's true.
like this.
Yeah.
This is the dumbest podcast ever. Dude,
Yeah.
I, there's been several times where I'm like, I need to cut this podcast up into some shorts because there's some
You
beautiful
should.
shorts in this one. Um, yeah,
I could
so,
also do that. I could go through this
yeah,
after it gets posted and just find the funniest parts and clip them.
yeah, that would be fun. Um, so yes, uh, yeah, I would roll down the cavern, maybe take a jar with me, try and get some man-eating spiders that I can put in my secret
Yeah.
lab, the one where I keep my
Yeah.
clone body, which now has my consciousness in it. Um,
Yeah, sorry about that.
yeah, it's okay. It happens. Um, but I think there's another copy of my consciousness somewhere on a flash drive or something around here. Um,
Oh, really?
yeah. Anyway, yeah, so man-eating spiders, That's my answer. Do you concur? You agree?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I
If
feel
I
like
could get into Fort Knox securely without dying, then
right.
maybe I.
Yeah, if that was part of it, is like crawl into Fort Knox and you definitely won't die. Um,
Yeah.
that would easily be my answer. And there's probably man-eating spiders in there too, you know? We don't
It's
know what they
true.
actually have in there. Federal Reserve? More like Federal Reserve these man-eating spiders for when we need to release them on our enemies. That's what I
I
think.
feel like there's so many things we're saying that would just work very well as just like clips.
That is true. Um,
We should just make a bunch of memes out of this episode.
yeah. Uh, would you rather
Sing
A,
song
about
tacos
and
peanut butter
that
is
sung
with
a
crowd
of
family
members
or
sing
a
ballad
about
tutus
and
girly
things
that
makes
you
dance
like
a
pretty
person
or
a
Viking.
okay wait so
Yeah.
from the top it was would you rather
Yes.
sing a song
Hmm.
about tacos
Yeah.
and what was the second thing
Peanut butter.
and peanut butter
That's sung
that is sung
by a crowd of family members, something like that.
with a crowd of
With
family
with
members
a crowd of family members.
yeah
Yeah.
or would you rather sing a
A
ballad
ballad. Yeah.
about um tutus and girly stuff or girly things I think is what I
Yeah.
said
Girly thing.
that makes you dance
Like a
like a pretty
pretty
person
person or a
or a
Viking.
Viking. Why
I,
not both?
that's Vikings are prettier. Um,
But
unless
no, you dance like both at the same time.
oh oh I see. They're just not compatible. Um,
Guess not.
yeah. Haven't you seen How to Train Your Dragon? Vikings aren't pretty. Um,
I haven't
unless
watched it in a while.
they're Astrid. Um, yeah, I think I don't really feel comfortable singing about tutus and girly things. Um,
Yeah,
I think. I feel like it would feel kind of icky if I was singing about
That was
Tuesdays
kind of
destroyed
my
them,
thinking
you know?
too. Plus, singing a song about tacos and peanut butter with my family members
Right.
would be really funny.
That would be pretty fun. Yeah, and like I already am a very pretty person, so if I dance like a pretty person, that's just me dancing anyway. Um, or Viking, right? Which I also am. Uh, so, oh, dude, I should get to put on my little set here a Viking helmet. How cool would that
That
be?
that's a great idea.
Yeah, I have a Spartan helmet. Spartans are like the Vikings of Sparta, kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah. They were both very manly. That's what I'm
There, yeah.
trying to get at. Uh, yeah, testosterone. Woo! Um, yeah. So yeah, I go with option one is the conclusion to that.
Yeah, that was my thinking too.
All
You
right.
talking about adding stuff to your set makes me want to get a better set to add stuff to.
Yeah. What would you put on your set, do you think? Would you
Um,
go for a similar vibe to mine?
I feel like it would be a little bit different. I
Mm,
feel like it would be more like futuristic looking things or like more modern things.
yeah, that makes sense.
But I don't know
I
exactly what.
I
Maybe
want
it,
so bad. I want a green
uh,
chalkboard, like, cause then, cause
yeah,
then the set actually looks like a school, you know. Um,
yeah,
Whereas like right now, it sort of looks like dark academia vibes, you know. Um,
yeah,
which is great. I love that. And the map does help out with like making it look sort of school-esque. Um, I want something more that makes it really look like a school. But anyway,
yeah, that makes sense.
that is yeah. What's something that you would put on your set though?
Hmm.
Like,
Hmm. I feel like an Iron Man helmet
oh yeah.
or like maybe like a portal gun,
Oh, that'd
like
be
a
cool.
replica.
That'd be
Yeah.
really cool. Yeah.
I've seen those before where they
Mhm.
have like replicas of like the portal
Dude,
gun, and I
I
was like, I
I
should get that.
I want like a replica of the Han Solo gun, which
Oh yeah,
I'm saying that I already basically have it up there because I have a couple World War II airsoft guns, and one of them is the pistol that they used to create the Han Solo gun. And I've thought so many times about turning it into the Han Solo gun. Um,
oh yeah,
but But yeah, no, I always think it would be cool to have some cool replicas of like weapons and stuff from movies.
yeah. That's for me
Aragorn's
too. I
sword
always think
is another
they're
one
the coolest things.
that I'm like,
Oh
I,
yeah,
I want it. Um, what else? There was something else I was thinking of that's like a very I really want Peter's shield because I have Peter's sword hanging up. And
oh
I
yeah,
I love the design of his shield because it's like this like chrome, metal with like the red lion. It's just a really cool
yeah.
design. I could not for the life of me find a replica of it, so I went with the sword instead. Um,
Huh. That's interesting.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, I've also thought about the like getting a Darth Vader helmet. Um,
Hmm,
a Red Hood helmet is something that like I've been thinking about.
that'd be pretty cool.
Um, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like aside from like replica kind of stuff, like
Mhm.
maybe like a really like weird, like because you have like your candles. I feel like I would get like a like lava lamp or something. That's like a more like
More like the 90s and
yeah,
less like
like
the year
old because you're old.
that I am very old.
Yeah.
I guess like the
But
20s is like because like there's the typewriter that was probably
yeah,
from around that time. Um,
yeah. I mean, for me, the '90s seem really old, but I feel like I guess like we're adding onto the controversy of this episode.
mhm.
Um, but the '90s was a while ago now, and it was before I was born, so I feel like I could get away with saying that it
It
is
was
old.
before I was born, and I'm old. So,
There
um,
you go. So
yeah,
I'm not. It's not modern. I'm still being old fashioned like cavemen,
yeah.
just less old
Also,
fashioned.
you are in a computer that is from the 90s.
That's true. I didn't even really think about that, but yeah.
Yeah. And that was
Maybe
very
I could get like
mhm.
a like old computer to have that probably costs a lot of
Oh,
money or
that
like
would
something that looks like
no, that would be really cool if you could find that though. Um,
yeah.
just
Hmm.
like uh, uh, maybe even like I don't know if you could somehow set it up so the screen on the computer was green. Um,
Oh
so then
yeah.
you could put images in it,
I
what you're
could put
talking
stuff.
about.
Yeah, that
That
would
would
be
be
pretty cool.
really cool. And
Hmm.
I feel like that would kind of also like a school from that time period is kind of a vibe, you know.
Yeah.
Um, whereas like, it's different than like my sort of um, like what's the word? Like dark academia, like
Yeah.
boarding school, pretentious boarding school vibe. But
Yeah. Maybe
I
maybe
think
it would
I
balance it
think it
out a
would be
little
cool.
bit.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. You should look for a
Hmm.
computer.
I
That'd be
yeah.
pretty cool.
I might I might do that once the podcast is over.
I really
The
want like something I could
uh-huh.
put my TV into that would be like one of those old televisions, you know, with like the dial.
Oh, that would be cool. Do they
Yeah.
make like stuff that you
I
can just like
haven't I have not found it. Someone needs to make it because
yeah,
a
that
lot of people would be really into that, you know.
that's true. Okay. If whoever is watching this owns a company that does stuff like that, you need to make a TV, a thing that you put
Like
your TVs in.
vintage TV
Like
covers or
like kind of
something.
like yeah, like kind of like a phone case. You need to make TV cases a thing.
Yeah. Um, my friend has a television that looks just like a picture frame on his wall, and then all of
Oh,
the wiring
that's
and stuff is
interesting.
just inside the wall. It's really cool. Um, but like that's the closest thing to like a television that would fit that sort of vibe I can think of.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, um, yeah. We have 5 minutes left. So do
Should
we?
we do another
Yeah, just like
would you rather?
one more. Would you rather? Really quick.
All right. Do you want to start or should I?
I can start. Would you rather?
Okay. Read,
Twilight.
but
Every
Few.
every view?
Few.
Oh, every few minutes.
The
Characters
say
brain fart. Every few minutes the characters say are
or
read
a
good,
story.
but
It
has
some
characters
that
are
confusing.
yes, the age-old question. Would you rather read Twilight, but every few minutes the characters say are, or would you rather read a good story, but some of the characters are confusing? Um,
My favorite part about this question is that the second option being reading a good story, it implies that Twilight is a bad story, and I agree with that sentiment.
right. Yeah, exactly. Well, who doesn't at this point, right?
I
Like there was
I
there
know some people who are into Twilight, and it's just weird.
okay. Cause I maybe I'm just too old, but for me, like everyone I know, even people that were into Twilight when they were younger, they're like, yeah, it's kind of garbage. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I know enough about the series to know that it is not good
Yeah.
or fun or
I've
puts good ideals into the world. Um,
I've never been interested in reading it.
right. So the answer here, right, is read a good story, but some of the characters are confusing.
Yeah,
Um,
and I feel like I've done that before, so
right.
I
Yeah.
could do it again.
I feel like there's many stories that fits into. Um,
Yeah.
and sure, confusing characters can be annoying, but at least they aren't saying R all the time. Though
Yeah.
I was really hoping though that it was
Uh-huh.
gonna be uh read Twilight, but every few minutes the characters appear in your room. Like I just had that picture in my head. I was like, that is terrifying and wonderful. And again, it gives me an idea for an animation where like there's a curse where that happens, where like you're just reading a
The
book and then you look over and the characters from the book are just standing there.
uh
Um,
which book
that'd be-
would you want to read if that were a thing?
oh, oh, good question. Mm, that's really good. Um,
Yeah. I'm not sure if I really
Man,
have an
I'm
answer,
just
to be
trying to
honest.
think of like all the books. Uh, it would I think the Narnia books, depending what part of them I'm reading, could be interesting. Like being able to have a little
Yeah.
chat with Aslan would be pretty rad. Um, man, what else? Um, I'm trying to think, is there a book where like there's a character that I would really like to meet and have a conversation with?
Yeah.
Um, Mistborn having a conversation with oh, what's his name? You've read Mist?
Kelsier?
Yeah, Kelsier. having conversation with
Yeah.
Kelsier would be pretty cool. Because
Yeah.
I
I would agree with that.
I really like that character.
Yeah. I
Um,
think he's my favorite character from the
yeah,
books from what I've read so far.
yeah. I feel like there's an obvious answer I'm not thinking of though. Um,
Yeah. That's kind of how I feel too.
that's
Like,
like, because well, and part of this is like I'm just trying to think of books I've actually read.
yeah.
Whereas like if we were talking movies, you know, I've seen a lot more movies than I've read books.
Yeah.
So it's like, a million things come to mind with movies. Um, but yeah, that's where
Yeah.
I sit. That's where I stand. Um, being able to chat with Kelsier would be cool. Being able to chat with Aslan. Um, yeah.
Yeah. I feel
Oh,
like
I,
there's so many books with great characters that would be
yeah.
interesting, but I feel like I'm not really thinking of any of
But
them.
what are the? Yeah. Um, yeah. There's um, like part of me is like Harry Potter or like Percy Jackson. Maybe like some of those characters I would get along with, but I'm like I
Yeah.
haven't actually read those books. Um, so I don't know. Uh,
Yeah. I can see that.
but yeah. Um, I think like out of characters that I really connect with, uh,
Mm-hmm.
um, oh man, I'm forgetting his name again. Mistborn.
Kelsier.
Kelsier. Yeah.
Yeah.
I kept thinking Castiel. I was like, no, that's the angel character from Supernatural. Um,
Oh.
no, but Kelsier is the main character that like in a book that I can think of off the top of my head that I'm like, yeah, I really like this guy. Um,
Yeah.
so, and I've only read the first one of those books.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. But I can't
I
I
do
can't
have
really
the
think
second
of
one. I need to get around to it at some
right.
point.
I can't really think of oh maybe like one of those thousands of like novels about the 10th Doctor. Um
Oh,
because it would
yeah,
be cool
there's
to like hang out with the 10th Doctor.
I can see that, yeah.
But that's
Hmm.
also kind of a cheating answer because again that's someone
Yeah.
who's from a movie more than a book. Um yeah.
Yeah.
With that being said, we're out of time, so thank you so much for watching slash listening to us. Um,
Yes.
I'm happy for all the views that we're getting. I always say things on the end here. And I'm like, what am I even saying? Uh, thank you for watching. Watch more. Subscribe if you like us, or if you
Yeah.
don't like us. You watched through an entire video? Why? Entire 1 hour video? You silly goober.
Wow.
Um, yeah, that's all I have to say. Eric, give the
Um,
words of wisdom before we end.
don't forget to comment what you think of these things and don't be weird.
Yes.
And also on that note, if a character would come to life if you read a book about them, which book would you
Ooh.
read?
Yeah, I want to hear it. You better tell me,
Yes.
because I
You probably have better answers than we do.
probably.
Anyways, with that being said, I guess we're done.
Farewell.